Hey everybody, Kay here on my homestead in Tennessee. It is 27 degrees. Now I expect that to go up to 47 because the sun is just coming up over the, in fact, let me show it to you. Let me just walk out here and show it to you. Brr. Let's see. Did I miss it? Where is it? There it is. I've been looking for a table now for quite a while. And you know, you think about it and then you forget about it for a year, and then you think about it and then you forget about it for a year. But I literally have been using a folding conference table with, you know, fake Formica on the top of it and just metal folding legs as my dining table for the whole time I've been here. And what is today? Goodness. Is today the 29th? Ooh, it's hard to breathe in this cold air. Anyway, on December 1st, it is my 5-year anniversary here. Gosh, we have to celebrate, you know? Anyway, so I don't have that much company. And so, you know, when I do have someone, I mean, we just put up with it, you know. So, and I have these little black folding chairs from California that we bought like 10 of them, you know, just in case we had a party and there were people. And so I think I've got 4 or 5 of those left. And so I just been making do, right? And so in the last couple of days, I've been sitting around a lot because I'm, you know, trying to get to feel better. And I saw this table that was only $60 and it was the right size. That's a big part of it because I've got a very small space. And so I went and picked it up and I thought, wow, it doesn't quite look like what I was thinking, but you know, it wasn't the top of it wasn't, we can go into detail about it, but the top was pieced together from what I found out was poplar board. So I was told it was pine, and when we turned it upside down and put it in the truck, which I did buy it, and I said that's not pine, but I wasn't sure what it was. But the thing is, it was sturdy, and you know, when you're buying old stuff, this is obviously not that old, but when you're buying old tables, they're always shaky. I used to have this dining table with a drop leaf that was oak, and it was 125 years old, okay? I had that, oh gosh, when did I get rid of that? Oh, yeah, and I think during the construction in 2006, I probably got rid of it. But anyway, cold air. So I bought the table. I drove it home and I thought, you know what? I wonder if the pieces were taken apart and put back together, if they would fit better, and if, you know, if it's worth working on it. And I remembered that my neighbor Natalie gave me the name of a cabinet maker. I thought I had written down fine carpenter. I literally had this in my book for 3 years and I've never called him. But I thought I've got a few carpentry jobs I could, you know, do. And then when he called, I said, well, I told him about the table and I said, well, I'd like to come and meet you anyway. So I went to his shop yesterday. Oh my gosh, what a nice guy. And he's not big on social media. So I will post his contact information. But he's a third generation cabinet maker. And I walk into his shop and it's spotless. And I'm going, oh God, oh dear. But anyway, we talked about it and I just said, you know, he said, when you piece wood together opposite directions and you even gluing it, these were screwed together, these pieces, but even gluing it, it's the lengthwise pieces swell and shrink, and it's never gonna be smooth on the side. And so after much debate, I said, well, you know, what would you charge me just to make a new top for it? And just run the whole length of the table one piece and not have these end caps going this way. And so, which you're going to see in a second. And so that's what we decided to do. And he said, well, I've got the wood laying here and I've got the stain over there. So, I mean, he wanted to just do it because he went to high school with Natalie, and I'm going, I have to give you something. But anyway, that's yet to be determined. But here's the top I want to show you. I'm going to put a picture up to the right there of the actual listing so you can see what the table looks like. And it's upside down right now, but these are all countersunk. These screws are all countersunk. This is the end piece I was talking about. Well, there's a little bit of a lip there, and so and on the other end as well, and there's a little bit of a ridge here, and I'm going, well, I don't want to use that as a sewing table because that could hang on my fabric or something. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. But once we agreed for him to remake it in just long pieces, I said, I'm going to use it as my dining table. So anyway, I want to share with you the process. I didn't throw a camera in front of his face yesterday, although I wanted to, me, and maybe I will get to do that, but he seems a little shy. But anyway, he does incredible work. He's working on an entire kitchen cabinets. I mean, they were just everywhere. And this is for a house that was built in 1901 and it's in the historic district of Watertown. And it's to a point, it got to a certain point, and then there was a delay because they were trying to file papers for the, the historic designation, the owners were. And so he's back at work at that now. And I feel like I'm in such good hands, and what a nice person. And, if things improve in the world, maybe I'll have the money to get him to make me a beautiful cabinet. That would be fantastic. That's my goal. Okay. But I want to follow this and let you see as it develops how the table looks. And I hope you have a great day and wait for the next installment.